if you follow my Tumblr, Strumpet Skin, you will know that I'm moaning currently about the state of my eyelids. I have some of the most hooded eyelids I have ever seen. Maybe that's just me moaning about my the way I look, but yeah, I have really hooded eyelids, and it's frustrating because a lot of makeup looks, a lot of eyeshadows, a lot of liners, a lot of looks that you think look really beautiful don't work. They just don't. And I've been on a mission the last month or so trying to figure out what to do with my eyelids. Okay, so what do I mean by hooded eye? Now, a lot of the sort of how-to videos or like tutorial videos that I have seen on a hooded eye don't have people with a hooded eye in them. I've always had a hooded eye. It has been getting worse as I get older, but you know, I've got to make it work somehow. Okay, so for the last 5 years or so, well, 3-4 years or so, I have not been wearing eyeshadow hardly because I end up looking like someone has punched me in the eye. And this is mostly because I've been following bad advice, basically, for my eye kind. So what do I mean by hooded eye? Okay, I'll show you on my not made up eye so you can see. Okay, so what we have here is my eyelid. This part of my eyelid hangs down over the lower part of my lid. You see that? So it's like when I open up, and then as I look down, it folds down over the part of my eyelid that is over my eyeball. That's a hooded eyelid. What happens when you have a hooded eyelid is that where you put eyeshadow really can make a huge difference. And if you know, see now, I've done one eye. This is sort of an everyday kind of I'm going out to lunch sort of look. I haven't perfected it yet, to tell you the truth, but I thought I promised I would sort of go over what my dilemmas are and then what my problems are, and then I think I'm going to try and learn along with YouTube about my eyes. So first of all, I've done my face. I'm wearing the Chanel Le Blanc de Chanel primer and the Vitalumiere in Soft Bisque number 35 as my foundation. You just saw I was using my Chanel blush. This is the Jus Contraste powder blush in number 15 Orchid Rose. So that's what I sort of put on my cheeks. Not very much, just a little bit. I'm still nervous about blush too. And then for my primer today, I have used the Korres anti-aging eye primer. I like it because it's really light. I have some others that I'm going to be trying. You'll see them in the haul video soon, hopefully. Okay, but what happens is that I can't take the advice of just about all my favorite beauty gurus when it comes to eye looks, because it ends up looking like I've been punched in the eye. So what are the things I've learned that I absolutely have to avoid is, okay, I'm going to tell you there's 3 areas to my eyelid. There is the part under my brow that goes to my brow bone. It's here. Okay, it's from there to there, and because you can see I can push in there, and that's where my brow bone ends. Then there is my skin if I open my eye, the skin that ends there. And then if I open up further, you can see there's this whole section from here. Let me use a pen. So there's this whole section from here to here that folds up over. See, it's folding up over my lower lid so that my lower lid looks really tiny. This section I can do lighter colors, and I have quite a lot of brow bone section for someone with a hooded eye. I don't want to put dark colors up on that section, and you can see here I've gone too far with the dark on this one, and I don't want to put light colors from where this fold is to here, and I definitely don't want to use shimmer on that bit. If I put shimmery stuff, you might have seen in some of my videos, I've been experimenting lately with different eye looks, and if I put light colors or shimmery colors there, it looks like that fold is just massive and huge and bulging, and this is not a good thing. So I really have, and you can see here, I've gotten my light color a little bit too far up over that sort of crease where it folds over. So on this eye, I've done just a little too much. And then the dark really has to stop here where the brow bone comes in. So I've got 3 sections to sort of play with, but I can't have any shimmer here. And my part that I can have light colors on is teeny tiny, which means you have to be really, really careful with eyeliner. Okay, so what did I do on this eye? I'll try to do it better on this eye because I had a pretty good idea of what I was going to do, and I think this eye does look a lot better than this eye. I really do. This one looks more open. You can see my blue looks bigger. Yeah, I think, Jenna, let me get this light a little closer so that maybe you can see what I'm seeing, because I don't want you to see the difference based on difference in light. Never mind, I'll just leave it where it was, because otherwise it's in the sink. But hopefully the light's good enough so you can actually see that. Okay, so, oh, and I also have in the inner corner of my eye, I have, like in a C shape around here, I have the Eclat Lumiere, which is a highlighter face pen by Chanel. And it's in number 30 Beige Rose. So I have that just in a C sort of along here. And I'm thinking about adding how much I put right here, but I don't want to mess with that right now. That's a whole different issue. Okay, so I have this Bare Minerals Duo, and I have the Mixologist and the Cognac in there. They're both really, really shimmery, which means I can't use the Cognac as my dark color. So what I'm discovering is I have to be really, really careful when I choose what I buy, because my dark colors really shouldn't have much shimmer in them, because it will make the sort of hoodie bit of my lid, the part that folds over, look ginormous, basically, and bulging. So like I've been punched in the eye. So I'm going to start with the Mixologist, which is the light one. Another thing I've discovered is that I'm woefully, you need the right equipment, and I'm woefully bereft, short in the right equipment. All my eyeshadow brushes are these MAC 213s, which are really quite soft, and you need something with a little bit of hardness to it to be able to apply as precisely as you want, because I'm discovering that it's quite a precise sort of art. So I have ordered some that I hope are stiffer. I'd love recommendations for a stiffer brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to be really, really careful about where I'm putting my shimmery color, so you can see my line where it folds. So I don't want to go over that line, and that's where a more sort of precise brush would really help me out, I think. And I used quite a thick layer. I like the Bare Minerals shadow in that it really does sort of stick quite nicely onto your eye. Of course, the primer will help with that. Sorry, I still haven't fixed my squeaky chair. That's bad. Okay, so that's not a lot of real estate to work with, but that is where I can put shimmer, unless I do it like up by my brow bone. And then I used some of my older shadows. Actually, I'm going to use different eyeshadow brush because I don't want to accidentally transfer the shimmer more than necessary. Some of my favorite matte ones. This is Matte Wedge in matte eyeshadow. It's very old. I don't know if it exists anymore. I need to find that out because I actually really like it. It's this color here. And I'm going to put that, so my brow bone stops here and then down to the fold. So I'm going to put that because you want it, the darker the color, if like the darker, the areas you do darker are supposed to like sort of be brought to the background a little bit, and the areas you do lighter will hopefully stand out a little bit more. So the idea is to get this fold that I have to blend more back into the background and look like you're sort of giving yourself a fake crease. Like you're pretending you have the crease that beautiful eyes have. I don't mean that you don't have beautiful eyes if you have a hooded lid. It's just when you see like typical eye looks, there's a big crease and then the eye pops out from them, and you want to give yourself more of that look with this. So I put that there, and then what I did was I put, I have to remember, then I put a tiny bit of this corduroy, which is darker in the MAC, just in the very sort of outer edges of my eye here, and a precise applicator again would be fabulous. And then up in this section, then I put to sort of blend out that darkness and sort of make it go more up towards your eye. I put Brule by MAC also up in here. And then I put a tiny bit of the Cognac, which is this dark one here. Put a tiny bit of that under here. And a little bit of the shimmer in sort of the corner of my eye here. Can you see that? Yeah. And then I blended all of this in. I have to decided I have to be a little bit careful when I blend because I don't want to bring too much of the shimmer up into the sort of lidded part of my eye. Now, I think my eye looks better with eyeliner. Of course, I don't have a lot of space to work with where I have this, where I have my shimmer, but I want to be able to show the shimmer. So I prefer a liquid liner. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Aqualiner in number 7, which is a purpley sort of, and I like the tip, the applicator on this one because it's really sharp. It's a really nice, lovely, sharp applicator. Sorry, you can't really see it there. And it's stiff, and I can get pretty precise just down onto my lash line. See, I'm following my lash line really closely, but I am getting a line where my lashes end. So it's not just, I think it makes my eyes look bigger. I have to be really, really careful with putting any kind of liner on my lower eyeliner because it tends to accentuate any bagginess, any tired lookingness the older you get, and it also will bring out any lines that you have if you do it too dark. So I have been using this Almay Intense Eye Color in like Topaz Brown or Brown Topaz, I forget exactly what it's called, because I can get just a tiny line that's kind of soft right at my sort of lash line. So it just accentuates the contour of my eye a little more without making it too heavy. Okay, and then to finish, I have used on this side Benefit's Instant Brow Pencil. If I had more time in the mornings, I would really sort of fill in with a stencil and whatnot, but just for a really quick brush up on your brow, just to fill in a little bit of the sort of missing bits, that works quite well. And then I used today for the very first time Diorshow in Noir and Black, number 090, and it gave my lashes an amazing curl. I never take the time, as you might notice right this second, you're going, oh my god, aren't you gonna curl your lashes? Because I never take the time to curl my lashes, and frankly it makes me a little uncomfortable to curl my lashes. I'm afraid I'm gonna like snap them off. Does that make sense? Which of course they won't do, I guess. I don't know. But it feels kind of like, oh my god, I hope I don't snap my poor lashes off. But this Diorshow really gave them a little bit of a curl, I thought, and opened up my eye rather nice. Now you will notice I do actually have different sized eyes, so my eyes will never match completely, basically. One will always look smaller than the other. But I don't know, I thought this look kind of worked today. I was happy. So that was my attempt at doing sort of a natural sort of eyeshadow look with a hooded eye. I am a real person over 40 using eyeshadow, and I have a real hooded eye. So hopefully that helps someone out. I will continue experimenting and show you what works and what doesn't work. And you'll see me with stuff that doesn't work all the time, I'm sure. Because, yeah, there's always stuff that doesn't work. Oh, let's give myself a little bit of... I kind of like this. This is the new Revlon Colorburst Lip Butters. This one is in number 070 Cherry Tart. It's really pigmented for like just a lip butter. There we go. Shake out my hair. I kind of thought that worked. Talk to you soon. Bye.